Hello, my name is Soeum Johnson, and I am in season.
Special thanks to Lady Teresa Bryant, Miss Lady T, who makes this all possible. You're in seasons.
Can you listen?
Everything's gonna be alright. Everything's gonna be okay. Everything's gonna be just fine. Just keep your head up high. Just look up to the sky. Everything's gonna be alright.
I remember when in Cambodia, a little girl trying to make it across these seas.
You just really have an amazing story, and right now, you have a song out there that's getting a lot of views. It's called Everything's Gonna Be Alright. Before we get into that, can you just tell us a little bit about you and who you are?
Absolutely. My name is Soeum Johnson. I was born in Cambodia, and my parents had introduced us to Buddhism, and I was actually at the age of 9 year arrived here during a tragic war. We were forced out of our country to come to the U.S. So at the age of 9, I arrived here, and I started having passion for singing at the age of 9, and desiring to sing and not being able to understand the culture here, which is totally different than I was used to. I was determined to achieve my goal, which is getting my education and going to school. So at the age of 18, a friend of mine who was already born again from Buddhism, he introduced me to Jesus. And at that very moment, I really didn't know what was going to happen to me. So I made that decision, and I gave my heart to the Lord at the age of 18. And during that time, things started rattling, and my life just completely changed. I started desiring to sing in such a fast pace, so I attended a Smyrna Christian church and established my singing there at that church. Yes, and ever since then, I have been singing.
Why singing?
Singing, to me, is a voice. Our voice is a vessel, and it's also a vehicle. Our voice is the most powerful thing. Without voice, nothing can exist, because when God created the world, He spoke, and He created it by speaking. So our voice is so powerful. Singing, to me, is a ministry. It's ministering the soul, and I just love singing because I'm able to express my innermost expression to my brothers and sisters in the Lord. When my motivation is all extracted from the love of Christ. I just, singing is like expressing my love for the Lord in words and hymns and songs and instruments and lyrics. That's why I love singing. I'm a gospel artist, singer, also a songwriter as well.
Tell us about the song, Everything's Gonna Be Alright, the song that's currently out there now.
Absolutely. The song was actually inspired by, first of all, just watching my parents growing up and having seen them come out from such a tragic war, to see their determination to continue to live and to raise children. The song is basically was extracted from just watching my parents coming out of this Khmer Rouge war. So if you listen to the beginning of the song, it gives you an idea of where my mom and what my mom's role are. And my father is a former Cambodian soldier, and placing them there makes it such a personal introduction of what my parents did. And then as you go a little bit farther, yes, it's in much detail. Even during that time of such tragic, the Americans were in the process of, I guess they had dropped a few bombs during the time. In fact, I had to ask my parents, at the age of 9, you can't ask your parents much, but she would reminisce the time during that marching moment. She said, quote, one bomb was dropped right next to her footstep, and amazingly, it didn't explode. So I believe at that very moment, God has destined for me to live, to tell the story. And in this song, you could hear that there is an encouragement that even though you can go through such tragic in your life, everything is going to be all right, because through Christ, He will make a way when it seems to be no way. And I just want to thank God for allowing me to compose such an amazing song with power of the Holy Spirit, the power of the Holy Spirit influencing me. So I just thank God for that. So this song is pretty much dedicated to all the innocent souls, the Cambodian soul that had tragically been snatched off during that time.
Okay, can you tell us what you're currently working on?
Yes, right now we are presently working on an EP, which is scheduled to be released this summer, and we're also preparing this coming up event on Saturday, July the 1st, which is in Catskill, New York. We will be performing in a Christian family camp, and also we're just in the process of scheduling a tour for this summer.
For more information, you can reach Tanuke Music, Mr. John Johnson, President and CEO, at 214-382-6134. That's 214-382-6134, or at Tanuke Music, that's TANUKE music at yahoo.com. Also, for more information and to follow Soeum Johnson, you can check her out at www.soeumjohnson.com and Facebook.com at SOEUMJ, and also on Twitter, Soeum Johnson, that's SOEUM Johnson, and check out her video, Everything Is Gonna Be Alright, that's currently being aired on YouTube. Thank you for checking in.
Hey,
Canoe Music.
Everything's gonna be alright. Everything's gonna be okay. Everything's gonna be just fine. Just keep your head up high. Just look up to the sky. Everything's gonna be alright.
I remember when in Cambodia, a little girl trying to make it across these seas. Mama be up all day searching for food to eat, while other nights we just cry ourselves to sleep. Papa was a soldier fighting Cameroons, while the Vietnam War was going on the same time too. America said in God we trust, but at the same time dropped a bomb on us. Should I stay? Should I go? What should I do? Gotta escape these Cameroons. While at the age of 8, me and my family finally escaped and made it to America. I know everything was gonna be alright.
Everything's gonna be alright.
I know it.
Everything's gonna be okay.
I know
Everything's gonna be
it.
just fine.
I know it's fine.
Just keep your head up high.
Keep my head
Just look up to the
high.
sky. Everything's gonna be alright. Everything's gonna be alright. Everything's gonna be okay. Everything's gonna be just fine. Just keep your head up high. Just look up to the sky. Everything's gonna be alright.
I used to worship Buddha until a friend introduced me to the Lion of Judah. He saved my soul and made me whole. See, the things I used to do, I don't do anymore. No, there's been a change in me since I met G.O.D. He's giving me everything I need, and my life is so complete. I found a friend in him, he'll be there until the end, and I know he won't ever change. Should you stay? Should you go? What should you do? He can do the same